The first thing, and very important thing, is diet and nutrition. Any green leafy vegetables, they are rich sources of a variety of minerals. Now, your body needs 84 minerals. And by having a broad spectrum of these green leafy vegetables, you're getting a lot of them in a bioavailable form, especially if you combine them with these other foods that we mentioned above. Contrast showers. It does 3 minutes of hot and then a minute of cold. And you need 3 iterations, minimum of 3 iterations, hot, cold, and that actually is a blood massage. And it significantly improves the immune system by improving circulation, by getting the blood all the way to the tips of your head, to the hair follicles, and all the way down to your toenails. And you get that nice brisk feeling. Hello everyone, welcome back to the IIOM YouTube channel. I'm Dr. Jim Sharps, and today we're going to be diving into a really crucial and important topic: how to boost your immune system naturally. With everything going on in the world, it's essential to keep your immune system as strong as possible and to be in the best shape as we possibly can. So let's get started. The first thing, and very important thing, is diet and nutrition. So let's talk about diet and nutrition and what helps, what can you eat that really significantly helps your immune system function. Here's a few categories of foods that you really want to focus on. The first one is citrus fruits. Citrus fruits are things like oranges, lemons, grapefruits, and these are really packed with a lot of phytonutrients, a lot of bioflavonoids, and especially vitamin C, which is known to increase the production of white blood cells. It's crucial for fighting infections. Vitamin C is very important for the skin. Lemons, whether people know it or not, they're kind of sour, but it is one of the richest and most important foods for the liver. The liver produces some 5 billion enzymes a day for all kinds of functions. And so lemons are really important citrus fruit. Grapefruit, oranges are close neighbors. They all are really jam-packed, as I said, with bioflavonoids, with vitamin C and nutrients. So that's the first category. Now, one of them, you're gonna wince a little bit, but it's broccoli. This vegetable, however, is supercharged with vitamins A, C, and E, as well as fiber, and a rich bevy of antioxidants and phytonutrients. Some of them, they're multisyllabic. You don't need to know how to pronounce them, but your body knows how to pronounce them real well. And a good way to prepare it, broccoli doesn't taste really good when it's raw, and maybe a little bit more difficult, but if you steam it and if you add this next ingredient, they can actually be kind of tasty. And that's the third thing that you should add to your diet, and that's garlic and onions. Garlic and onions are really rich in immune boosting properties. Garlic is a very rich natural antibiotic. It's a natural antibiotic, antifungal. It's a very powerful antimicrobial, and both garlic and onions are rich sulfur-containing compounds, such as allicin that you might have heard of, which is very powerful for boosting your immune system, as well as being anti-infective. Now, let me just say a special shout out for onions. And people actually like onions, especially, and if it's a little bit rough on you in the raw form, you can steam it, you can add it to stir fries and things of that nature. But a lot of people don't realize that onions is one of the richest bioavailable foods for vitamin C. And the nice thing about onions is, for certain chemistries, it's very difficult for you to be able to take in and to absorb and utilize over-the-counter vitamin C because it's acid-based. So if you're acid-based already, and you can tell that by taking your urine pH a couple of hours after a meal, and if it's below 6.2, that means you're too acidic, and so you won't be able to absorb and assimilate over-the-counter vitamin C. But onions are available to all chemistries. So you can make even onion soup, and you can put a little bit of garlic in it, you can put a little bit of your broccoli in there, and other vegetables, and make a nice, rich, tasty onion soup, onion and garlic soup. And you can put a little bit of your favorite condiments, and you're gonna have a nice, tasty treat, which not only can taste good, but has very powerful immune boosting properties. And then the fourth category, save the best for last, not necessarily, they're all good, but green leafy vegetables, things like kale and chard, arugula, spinach, endive, watercress, microgreens, romaine, any green leafy vegetables, they are rich sources of a variety of minerals. Now, your body needs 84 minerals. And by having a broad spectrum of these green leafy vegetables, you're getting a lot of them in a bioavailable form, especially if you combine them with these other foods that we mentioned above, the broccoli, the garlic and onions, and then if you also are adding the citrus fruits to your diet. This is a rich variety of foods that have very powerful immune boosting properties. So remember, have a very balanced diet, rich in these types of foods, and it'll keep your immune system very strong. Let me just add one other thing that might add as I'm thinking about it. Especially if the fruits and vegetables and green leafy vegetables aren't heavy enough, you need something a little bit more substantive. I would recommend mangoes, coconut, and avocado. Those are also very, very rich foods in the calciums you need and a lot of other nutrients. And they're a little bit heavier, so they'll add a little bit more substance to the diet, so you don't have to feel like a rabbit or eat these foods are nutrient dense, but they're not caloric dense. So they don't add a whole lot of calories to the diet. And so that's where things like the coconut, avocado, mangoes, these are a little bit heavier. And while I'm thinking about it, in that category, I'd add bananas too, especially the mangoes and the coconut and the avocado. One of the things that it's very rich in is, in addition to the calcium, they're very good bioavailable forms or places where you can get potassium. Now, potassium is very important for the brain. The brain uses more potassium than any other of those 84 minerals we talked about. So you want to make sure you're getting potassium-rich foods. Now, you'll get it in a certain amount in all of these foods that I mentioned, but those are particularly high in that mineral. So what you want to think about is adding the variety so that you can get the full spectrum of those 84 minerals. And so the rule of thumb is eat the rainbow, lots of different colors, and that way you're assured of getting that full spectrum of minerals that you need. Okay, the second thing that I want to talk about in terms of boosting your immune system, and especially as the summer is coming, this is a nice time to really start getting back into our exercise routine. Exercise and any kind of physical activity. So regular physical activity is one of the pillars of healthy living. Here's why it's beneficial to your immune system. Exercise improves the cardiovascular system, it lowers blood pressure, it helps with controlling weight, it really protects you against a variety of diseases. See, the lymphatic system, which is very necessary and very important for moving the poisons out of the body, is only engaged through movement. So that's why exercise plays a very important role in actually moving that through. Now, of course, there are passive exercises, passive movements of the lymphatic system like massage, but that can be very time consuming and very expensive, trying to get massages a half an hour, the minimum of 3 to 5 days a week to keep that lymphatic system moving. But even if you did chair squats or wall push-ups Anything that you do to get that movement going. And the aim should be about 20 to 30 minutes, 3 to 5 times a week. And let me give you a little secret. If you're real busy and you don't have time to exercise at all, put your ear close up to the speaker there. I'm going to tell you a little secret, a little known secret. There's a couple of things there. One is skin brushing. You get yourself a long handle skin brush and you start from the top down to the intestines, both sides, back, front, from the ankles up to the intestines. And guess what? That is a nice, inexpensive way of, and convenient way just before taking your shower of getting that lymphatic system engaged. So exercise is good. It's fun. It gets a little bit more strength and flexibility to the muscles and the joints. But in a crunch, if you only can do it for exercise, for example, 2-3 days a week, you can do the skin brushing every day. Every day you take a shower. And then when you're in the shower, I'm gonna give you another secret exercise. Contrast showers. It does 3 minutes of hot and then a minute of cold. And you need 3 iterations, minimum of 3 iterations, hot, cold. And that actually is a blood massage. And it significantly improves the immune system by improving circulation, by getting the blood all the way to the tips of your head, to the hair follicles, and all the way down to your toenails. And you get that nice brisk feeling. And you always want to end up with the cold. And you don't have to start off with the coldest. So in the wintertime, if you're doing it during the wintertime, you might want to start off with hot, lukewarm, hot, a little cooler. And then you'll find by that third time, you already have kind of got yourself accustomed to be able to handle that contrast. And so these are just some tips, some that, and I'm trying to be respectful of you folks out there that have very busy schedules and very busy lifetimes, but you can find the time to get in this 20 to 30 minutes of exercise. So for now, those are the 2 tips I want to handle for boosting your immune system. Look forward to segment 2 for some additional tips for boosting your immune system. So there you have it. The ultimate guide for boosting your immune system naturally. We covered 2. And if you like what you've seen so far, make sure you add those 2 to your daily routine. And then make sure you give a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more healthy tips. And for segment 2, adding 15 to 30 productive years to your life for significantly enhancing your immune system. And until I see you next time, stay healthy. Bye for now. God bless. Forgot to give you your homework, and I will be answering the questions in the next segment, and that is, what percentage do you think sleep contributes to your overall health and vitality? And the second question, so you're going to get a tip now about what we're going to cover in this next segment, 2 of the things anyway. And the other question is, what percentage do you think water contributes to your overall health and vitality? And I already answered in a previous segment the percentage that nutrition contributes to health and vitality. So if you need to know the answer to that too, note it below, and I'll add that one also. So in the next segment, we're going to cover some additional things for boosting your immune system, and we're going to answer those 3 questions for you. So there's your homework. Again, bye for now, and God bless until I see you the next time.